everyone, welcome to our BlockMania show. Wow, and I see that today we are on both Mandarin Chinese and English channels. Okay, I was just telling our friend Justin that I always need to comb my hair before each of a session. Anyways, let's start and welcome our guest speaker from Mecha and Wars today. Hello, could you please introduce yourself to our audience? Thank you so much. Let me double check the connection. Is it my connection or do we still have our guest speaker over here? Hello. Well, everyone, I think this might because of some connection issues. So far, our guest speaker cannot hear us. Oh, okay. I think we lost our guest speaker. Okay, the guest speaker is now on the stage. Let's wait for a while and. At this moment, we really appreciate everyone for your participation. Thank you for waiting as well. Now we have our guest speaker back. Hello, can you hear us? I think you're
Hey,
on mute.
yeah, I can hear you, Mona.
Awesome, nice. Yes, because we literally just lost you for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe find a place with better connections. That would be great. Okay, and we would like to start today's session. Let's start today's session again. I think we need to do this properly again. Okay. Yes, because we wanted to make sure that the whole process is smooth. And I'm also going to start my video again. Hello everyone, welcome to our BlockMania live show, and we are featuring on Binance Live. We have two channels over here, both in Mandarin Chinese and English channel, and we also will share the video to different social media platforms. Thanks everyone for being here today. Listen Moonlight, your host from BlockMania, and today we have our guest speaker from Mecha and Wars, and he's going to talk about exploring the world of Metaka, right? And Gundam NFTs and Web3. This is really cool because it's a big IP from Japan. And first, we'd like to invite our guest speaker to introduce yourself and the project to our audience. Thank you.
Sure. Hi everyone. This is Jules from Mecha Wars team, and Mecha Wars is basically a project designed by the well-known Japanese anime designer. He is also the first one to be recognized as a mechanical designer in the Japanese anime industry. So, who can be also known as the father of Gundam, Kunio Okawara. And right now, this is a kind of like an NFT collection with we have 3,300 and also 33 PFPs.
Awesome. Yes, I remember a couple months ago, right? The team also came to our Binance Live and introduced the project to everyone. And congratulations to the successful mint day, because I remember that was a big event and it's so popular. And welcome back to Binance again. So, we wanted to know that as a well-known IP in Japan, what is the biggest advantage of choosing to launch this NFT project compared with other projects? Thank you.
Yeah, I think first of all, I think our IP is definitely adding some value for us. So especially it's designed by a well famous creator. So which kind of give us a very strong community base, and also we have a number of fans that was originally Kunio Okawara's fans in Web2. So at the same time, I think it also helped us to establish many resources in comics, movies, games, and also some local resources in Japan too. And at present, I think these resources can help us to kind of build our NFT in different ways compared to the traditional NFT projects. I think these are probably some of the advantage that we see.
Awesome. Yes, it's definitely very famous and super popular. And once it was just introduced to our Web3 friends, that everyone recognizes it. So, could you please share some updates with us? Like, what are your recent work and future plans for the project? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Moonlight. So basically, our project was launched back to December 2022, and we actually had a pretty successful launch during the NFT bear market. So all the units sold out in 3 hours, and also the floor price probably raised 6, 7 times from the mean price, which has been pretty good, and currently is still above the floor price. And I think overall, there are several things that our team is doing. First of all, I think a big focus for us to do is something around the metaverse. So initially, when we started the project, we like back then we know like for things like Gundam, it's really close to metaverse, just because like a lot of the projects they probably designing something like very cute or something that's not related to PFP or character. So in that case, that would be a bit different. But for us, first of all, it's a very famous IP in traditional Web 2, and also a lot of the resources that we have was considering to build some metaverse related products. And also, this is kind of the trend that Japan is wanted to go, because of the policy and a lot of the things around the overall Japan ecosystem. So I think metaverse is a big thing that we're focusing on at the moment. And also, there are also some like local exhibitions that we are working on too. Also, in the past couple of months, we have been working a lot with our community, because I think community is the first thing for NFT products.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Japanese project has been more and more popular recently in the Web3 space, and we are very happy to see a lot of great IPs coming to Web3 as well. So, we also heard that Metaka Wars, the team purchased virtual land in Sandbox, and that also shows the determination, right? And also shows the strength of this project. How do you plan to build those land in Sandbox? And also, are there any benefits for the NFT holders? Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, if some of the listener audience here is actually paying some attention to our Twitters, then they probably can see a lot of the works that we're doing around AIGC. So that's also because we think a lot of the materials that we're getting is actually very suitable for metaverse. And as you just mentioned, so we just purchased the land in Sandbox, and I think there are several ways we're probably gonna use it, and that's not the only metaverse that we're working on. So for the one we have in Sandland, I think what we want to do is to bring our holders and also some of our partners to actually kind of like doing some collaboration, doing some events from our land, and also there'll be some rewards to our holders too. And at the same time, for Metaverse, we're not just planning about Sandland, Sandbox. We're also working closely with some of the kind of have high potential Metaverse projects that invested by some tier one VCs too. And also, we have been talking very closely with several resources that we have in Japan to actually doing a metaverse. Basically, it's a you can think it's a mechaverse, so a little bit than the metaverse, but like the overall concept will be the same. And other than that, I think at this current moment there are still many things as not announced to public yet, but it will be good if the audience can pay attention to our Twitter, and probably we'll announce something big in the coming days.
Wow, that is nice, and looking forward to it. A lot of great plan has been, yeah, waiting, and also yeah, going to present to the audience and also the NFT holders. Awesome, and we also know that it's very important to showcase your roadmap to yeah all the holders and maybe future holders, right? And for the yeah information that you have provided, we can
Mhm.
that yeah, Mecha Wars is very strong and also has contributed to the development of NFT. And are there any unique elements like you can share with us at this moment? Thank you.
Yes. Actually, because for our project, we actually did it a little bit differently. So in the first phase, we launched 3,300 and also 33 NFTs, and that's actually two of our four camps. Because initially when we designed, we had like four different camps, which will play different characteristics in our metaverse. So basically, right now there are only two camps: Superhero and Spirit is actually released to our holders. So there are still two more camps which will be released in the format of airdrops or some activities. So we not we don't have a final decision on how to release all those at this current moment, but we definitely have more plans because in our design we actually designed four camps differently, which will be very different uniques and characteristics when we bring our metaverse to the public.
That's awesome. And well, going to search our metaverse on
Mm-hmm.
energy market platform because yeah, I Meta wanted to see that. Oh, okay. I could see that. Let me double check. There are several collections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So FUC and also kind of like when we design the other two camps are actually quite different. So it'll be pretty interesting to see when it's released.
Awesome. Yeah, because I'm trying to find the. Okay. Oh, nice. I already found. I think this is the official one, because sometimes a
Mm-hmm.
popular project will have like several copycats, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
I search, yeah, medical words, I saw a lot of copycats, but now I found the official one with, let me see, about 3,332 of them in the collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the correct one. Okay. Do you mind if I share screen? Because yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to.
for sure,
That's
for sure.
awesome. To share my screen and let me see this one. Oh, Mega Wars. Okay, over here. Mhm. Okay, and let's see if Justin can help us to bring it up. This is a very cool collection, and the pictures, the designs are already revealed a few days ago. That is awesome. I still remember a couple months ago, Meta Awards came
Yeah.
to our Binance Live and finally
Mm-hmm.
minted and then finally reveal it. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Has been a few months, yeah.
nice and congratulations on this is a
Thank
very
you. Thank you.
important milestone. Okay. Well, I think probably our backstage is very busy at the moment, but that's okay. Let's proceed to our next question. Okay, so let's see. We are going to talk about question number 6. We heard that there are some rumors that MetaWars will collab with Binance Chain or Polygon. And what is the collaboration based on? And also, are there any plans to release a second collection of MetaWars? Thank you.
Mm, all I can say is that we have been doing some good progress to build like the metaverse groundwork with our partners and accepting sandbox that we were just talking about. I think we also want to contribute to like the other side and several new metaverse projects too. And at the current moment, it's really hard for me to give all the details, but definitely we have been working closely with some of them as partners, and we also did some investments into metaverse and have some in-depth cooperation with them too. This is kind of like our plan because we think eventually it's good for NFT, or let's say for things like Gundam to actually to go into metaverse. So I think it's a very suitable way for us to build our roadmap, and and, and we already have some plans about to doing some metaverse entertainment things, such as exhibitions, such as some events, also to hold some parties for our holders. So I think that's some of the plans that we have in metaverse. And in terms of our second phase, I think at this current moment we kind of just did our revolve a couple of probably like a week ago. So we kind of still need some time to actually to streamline what we want to do next, and also based on our roadmap to see what's the best time to do our second phase. But I think it shouldn't take us too long. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Looking forward to the next steps because I could see that this first collection is super cool. And if there could be more collections, that would be amazing. And
Yeah.
let's look at our next question. Oh, before that, I was
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
I wanted to encourage all of our audience to go to the BlockMania DAO, okay, BLOCKMANIADAO underscore BlockMania DAO, actually to provide some rewards for our audience today. So you could have a chance to receive a BNB. Okay, BNB. I think this is BlockMania's unique entry badge. Okay, so if you go to the BlockMania events official Twitter
Hmm.
handle and then give Meta Awards a follow, so follow our BlockMania DAO's official Twitter handles, then you will have a chance to get it. And don't forget to tag 3 friends. Thank you. Let's continue to our next question. Okay, and question number 7. Could you please share some future key development
Yeah.
of metaphors and also any future plans that you would like to share with the audience? Thank you.
Yeah. So first, we want to host some of the online and offline events and exhibitions around the world. And also, we are also working very closely with several of our partners to actually doing some physical products and figures at the same time for our holders too. Secondly, because of the sandbox that we were talking about, so first we'll establish a Medtech Awards Club in Sandbox, and there'll be possibilities that we can doing a lot of different type of things together. Yeah. The third thing we want to do is also establish a creative front to encourage our holders and also some of the new people to know about Medtech Awards to actually doing some secondary creative designs in terms of be rewarded by our creative fund. The fourth plan is something related to our future Mechaverse plan, and basically it will be something related to AIGC, our current Mechaverse development, things like this.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing all the information. Yeah, so there will be more online and offline events and also Meta Awards Club in Sandbox and also creator fund to encourage users to
Hmm.
create more like fan art, right? And also
Yeah.
metaverse and AIGC. Yes, and AI generate contents are more and more popular nowadays, and we
Hmm.
too wanted to see more of our community members and can participate together as well. Thank you for sharing the information.
Thank you.
And yeah, next we are going to focus on Japan's Web3 policy. We know, like in Japan, I think overall is the atmosphere is really supportive, right, and also positive.
Hmm.
So yeah, starting from um, Takashi Murakami's Clone X, right, and also there has been many Japanese NFT projects coming to the market. What do you think are the advantages of and holding Japanese NFT? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, I think Japan's policy on NFT is relatively open, and also same to Web3. So, Japan has a relatively open policy, and it's pretty welcoming for these young teenagers and also Japanese people to actually purchase NFT as part of their collection. Because I think um, in Japan, we had a very strong culture on kind of like watching anime and also buying some collection cards. So it's kind of like in our traditional culture. So for Web3 and NFT, it's actually pretty easy for us to understand and accept this kind of concept. And another thing, if you see, is that usually for Japanese people to buy NFT, we do a lot of background to understand the project, to understand who made the design, and also what's the background about it. And we don't usually purchase just right away. In that case, it's actually helping to for like it's actually helping these holders to keep the NFT longer. Like instead of to be a paper hand, it's they prefer to kind of hold the NFT a bit longer. So which is actually a good thing to build a strong community culture. And another thing is that there are many large native IPs in Japan. Therefore, it's actually very good for them to actually think there will be something similar to be built in Web3. So that's a very good, strong indication on that, which I think is also a good thing for Japan's market.
Awesome. Yeah, excuse me, I just sneezed. Oh my goodness. The weather in New York today is really, really, really cold. I
Mm-hmm.
think we have some, yeah, some like winter storm here recently.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing all the information with us. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. We think that it's kind of like a benefit, right, to
Yeah.
create yeah, Japanese NFT collections. And so the next question is that as a very famous NFT IP in Japan, the domain of Gundam NFT in the Japanese market is believed to be very popular, right? So, what does the Japanese NFT
Mm-hmm.
villain market pay more attention to? What do you think? Um, what are the major differences compared
Mm-hmm.
to Japanese NFT holders focus and yeah with other countries? Thank you.
Yes, I think that's actually probably part of the answer is the thing I just mentioned. So basically, usually for Japanese culture, there are a lot of like things like anime and also for Mecha Wars. Usually, our holders are like lover for Gundam, so it's actually a very good and strong way for us to build the base of the community, because it like for Mecha Wars, it's something that's already have the IPs in traditional Web 2. So when transforming new people into Web3, it's actually makes things a bit easier. And also, these holders like to stay with the project, and also so they don't look for the very short term price fluctuation, but they're looking for things like cultural things, which is the reason why we think that's part of the Japanese culture. And secondly, I think another thing is that kind of, compared to some of the North American MT or something like um, MTs with a different background, for Japanese for things like Meteca, it's very easy for Japanese to understand, and also um, like through Japanese culture, there are many related things like anime and a lot of events around it. So it's kind of a very easy way for people to actually accept our project.
I see. That is awesome. Yes, we know that each country, Web3 communities have their own culture, right? And also different focus on. And we are very glad to learn more about the Japanese NFT communities as well. And
Mhm.
last question number
Yeah,
10, last but not
yeah,
least, how does MetaVerse consider the trend of NFT in this year, 2023? Thank you.
yeah. I think. overall, I think it's just my personal opinion may not be the same as our whole team, but overall, I think the trend of NFT in 2023 will be better than 2022. There are several ways I'm thinking about this question. So first of all, I think Web3 is building. Like there are a lot of new applications and also a lot of new users joining this market. And as we see, so for example, currently PFP has been used for the identity, and I think with the development of SocialFi, there will be more PFP use in this market. Secondly, there are also a lot of GameFi is connecting NFT with GameFi. So for example, Metaverse is a very good example for NFT to connect it with it. Also, there are many development in DID, which people basically can connect your different identities through the chain, and NFTs is a way to be used in that too. So overall, I think, but it still need to depends on the crypto market overall. If let's say we go into a bull market soon, then for sure there will be more people joining NFT, and NFT is kind of like you have the limited supply. So when the demand is high, the overall market will be good. So I think that's kind of the high level understanding of my view. But also I think at the same times when the empty project team is doing the work, the company is actually seeing it. So some of them is willing to purchase more or hold more of the entities. Therefore, I think the development of the technology and also the culture by the MT product will kind of be the two main factors for MT price. And other than that, I think the room for MT users will be big because at present there are new people joining Web3, and sometimes I think like a lot of the tokens it's really hard for them to understand. If you're talking to them about DeFi, talking about infrastructure, it will be a bit hard for them to actually understand it. But however, if it's NFT, so basically they see it as a picture, or they think kind of like the entry level, or let's say the understanding on NFT is a bit easier compared to the kind of the technology behind those tokens, if you know what I mean. So I think for new people joining Web3, NFT is a very good entry point. Therefore, I think when we're able to bring more people from Web2 to Web3, then it's going to bring some energy to MT overall. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much for sharing the information with us. Yes, definitely in 2023, I think there will be a lot of new trends, and so hopefully this is going to be a better year than 2023. Even though we have a bumpy start this
Yeah,
month, but that's okay. Let's just keep building together in our
for sure.
Web3 space. And thank you so much for
Thank
spending
you so
time
much,
with.
online. Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, friends, we would like to let everyone know that today we are having our guest speaker from Medical Wars and talking about development in Web3, and we also share a lot of the Wars design and future plans, roadmap. Also, they have purchased a lot of virtual lands in Sandbox. So friends, be sure to go there and take a look, and be sure to follow our Metaverse official Twitter handle to yeah connect with the team and also connect with the project to see if there are any exciting development coming up that you will maybe you could be builder together, right, to share your fan art with the team as well. And before we end today's session, would you like to share any additional information with our audience today? Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you everyone to join our talk today, and it's great if more of the audience can actually learn a little bit about Meta Covers and see what we are actually doing. So our team has been keep building on our roadmap, and we already made like several progress. And I think currently, as we talked through the past half an hour, the main focus was be to keep building the metaverse, and we will have more announcements coming in the next couple of months. So hopefully you guys can pay attention on that. And I'm pretty sure for our second phase of NFTs, there will be some kind of like gifts or rewards to some of the new people who is actually coming to Menaka Works. So therefore, also pay attention to our activities as well. Yeah, and thank you everyone who like spending time joining the talk today.
Awesome. Thank you. Friends, don't forget to go to our BlockMania events or BlockMania DAO's official Twitter handle. Give our metaverse a follow, and then you have a chance to get BNB #1. It's a very unique NFT badge that was created on the Gax platform as well. And right now, we could see the design of all those metaverse NFT
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah, actually, I forgot to mention. So, for our there are different properties on NFTs. So, for example, some of the special weapons, some of the wings, some special effects, or even backgrounds, it will be useful, or it will have like different skills when our meta in the future.
Wow, look at that. Different design, different wings, right? And different weapons will have different skills or different use in the future metaverse. Awesome, awesome. Looking forward to it. And
Thank
if
you.
if this could becomes to a Web3 game, that'll be very cool as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, and we wish you a great rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Moonlight. Have a good day.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking a look of all of the beautiful designs. And once again,